Growing up in my home was a very unstable place. I had a mom who tried as hard as she could to keep our family together, but my dad was not always present. I grew up with a lot of negativity, being yelled at a lot. Me and my sisters would get called names a lot. Mainly we would be called pigs. Basically things that just made me feel like I wasn't worth a whole lot. There would be times when he would yell at me so much that I would actually start to cry, and during that, like while I was crying, it would only make him more frustrated with me, so he would yell even louder. So during those times, what I would do was I eventually just started to teach myself that I shouldn't cry during those times because I'll actually get out of things easier if I don't. So I taught myself not to cry. A few years later, when I was 15, my parents actually split up. And my dad sat me down at the dining room table one morning and he said that he couldn't be the man he wanted to be while he was living under our roof. And so he packed up my sister's car and he left. And I remember going into my room just crying and crying and crying, thinking, well, what did I do to make him feel like that? What did I do to make him think that he couldn't be the person he wants to be when he lived with us? And so I basically blamed it all on me, which wasn't right because none of it was my fault. It didn't feel like I had people behind me, like people who were like, oh, we know how you feel and this same thing's happening to us. And it's just such a different pain than that it feels like you're all alone. And I think that's part of why it hurts so much when your family goes through stuff, is because it does make you feel alone. Because you start to think, well, if my family can't even get it together and be my friends, then how can my friends be my friends? And so I think that's why, mainly when you're going through something like that, that's why you feel like that, is because it's your family. It's the people who are supposed to be closest to you, and they're the people that are farthest from you.